Just know the stories that come with that. Sometimes you laugh, sometimes you cry, sometimes you just remember some good shit. Welcome to the Bottom of the Bottom podcast.
Know what time it is, man. Look, it's the Bottom of the Bottle show. I am your host, Jay Walking III. That's my co-host, Carolina Dirt. What's happening with you, brother?
Hey, shit, you already know what it is. We're going to call this, the Saturday night fireside chat for Mother's Day, or the Mother's Day fireside chat. It's something.
Absolutely, man. Look, this is a special one. We have a panel of guests this evening. All of them are returning guests, all super extraordinary people, like we always say around this time. So we just gonna bring them in all one at a time. Everybody just kind of welcome Miss Nikki first. Miss Nikki is our resident health advisor, all-time business person, super dope endeavors, and we're gonna let you get into those individually, of course. We also have Miss Amy in the building. Miss Amy is our Black farmer extraordinaire. Had a dope episode with us, man. Welcome back to you, Amy. How are you?
Yeah, I'm great. I'm great. How you guys?
Doing very well. Doing very well.
Good.
And last but certainly not least, a fan favorite at the Bottom of the Bottle show. This Miss Tiki Blue. What's going on, Miss Tiki?
Hey y'all, what's going on?
I feel like we're on a talk show, like a game show or something.
It bees like that sometimes. So we gonna modify this, right? We always start with the first call, right? And the first call is just those random questions that's not really important if it's a right or wrong answer or anything. Just again, a little heat check to see how you feeling today. So we're gonna do this different, Carolina. I'm gonna go, you gonna go until we get all the way through. Everybody get 5.
Oh, man. All right.
And we're gonna do it. We're gonna go from right, left, right. So I'm gonna start with Miss Nikki. You're gonna pick up Tiki. I'll go back with Amy. All right.
Hold up, man. We say we're going clockwise, counterclockwise.
Man, look, you better act like you can count and read and all that.
Wait, but when you said left, right,
See?
left, right.
Okay,
left,
I don't
left,
know
right,
who is on.
right. Oh, okay, my bad. I'm the only one that thought that. Okay.
No, I thought the same thing.
Nobody want to talk about y'all twerk missions and stuff, man. This is Mother's Day. We're trying to be cool, cuz.
My
So I
bad.
left, right. Nah. So, Miss Nikki, we're gonna start with you. We're gonna start with fear. Fear of heights or fear of fire?
That's a good one. Okay. Fear of heights or fear of fire? Oh, I would say fire. You know, even growing up, you know, your parents tell you not to touch the stove, but you're gonna get burnt. Okay. And kids being curious, you know, everybody remembers that time that they didn't listen and touched the stove. Okay. And it hurts. All right. It hurts bad, right? Now, I've always been a little bit of a daredevil, so heights don't bother me, but fire, just a little bit, and how bad it hurts, right?
Right.
To imagine just, you know, being inflamed, you know, just fire. Oh, no. Take me to the highest building. Y'all can have the fire. I don't want it. I don't want that. I don't want them problems.
I know that's right. What you got for Tiki?
All right. Blind or deaf? Blind or deaf? Which one you rather have?
None.
Blind or deaf? As in, would I rather be blind or deaf? Or would I rather...
you. I'm talking about you.
I have a friend, a really close friend that's blind, and he is making it.
Yep.
I'm gonna go with deaf, because then I ain't gotta hear all the bullshit.
Right.
Damn, God.
That's it.
But you got to see it, though.
That's
They can
savage
sign
life.
it to you, though.
Yeah, that's savage life.
If they sign hard, it's loud.
Miss Amy.
Yes, sir.
Fruits or vegetables?
Vegetables. I love vegetables. Mostly green vegetables.
Okay.
I like growing them. Too much sugar for me in the fruit.
Mm,
I can dig it.
mhm.
So you picking up Miss Nikki, Carolina?
All right, we're gonna go a good snack. Cheez-Its or popcorn?
Popcorn. No salt,
I, no salt, no what?
no salt, no butter.
Okay, you eating paper. All right, your turn.
Okay, Miss Tiki.
They eating puff there. For real. That's
Bicycle,
for real.
bicycle or roller skates for Tiki.
Oh, first of all, let me just preface this and say nobody wants to see my big ass on either one of them.
Yes, we do.
I promise you, girl, you don't. But the way my knees set up right now, I'm gonna go with a bicycle because my knees ain't set up for roller skates right now in life.
You're gonna need them on skates. That's
Dude,
for sure.
I got therapy on Tuesday because get this knee right, but it is not set up for no roller skates.
Aw.
Hey, you need to get off the bike though. The knees are very important to getting off the bike.
But they
On and off the bike.
put you on the bike in therapy. So
Who put you on the bike? You
Yeah,
can't get on the bike yourself.
Let people
Okay.
live, man.
My bad.
Jesus.
wait. So you come for the guests now? That's what
No,
we're doing?
no. My
Because
bad.
if we
No.
coming for folks,
I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
Okay.
I'm on the way out. I'm on the
Okay.
You got Miss Amy.
I don't say that
All
when
right.
they put you on the little boy bike, do I? I don't say that.
Oh,
All right, Amy, we're gonna go surfing or water skiing.
Surfing or
Water skiing.
water skiing.
You better than me.
More control. Just being able to hold on to.
The rope will keep you at the top of the water, right?
Just to hold on to something.
Okay. So we always ask the superpower question. I'm back to Miss Nikki. This is gonna be the last round, or we're gonna be here all night. I'm back on the superpower, but I'm a set it. So, would you rather have multiplicity, which is you can carbon copy yourself and send yourself like 5 different copies, and you can be in 5 different places at the same time? Multiplicity or invisibility?
invisibility.
Hell yeah.
Invisibility. I'm going everywhere. I'm going in the banks. I'm going.
You started off wrong already. You ain't saying nothing about helping nobody or nothing. You said to the
Ain't
bank.
nobody gonna
Going in the
bother you.
bank.
No, if I go into the banks, I can help a whole lot of people.
Right.
There's a whole lot of people I can help. I can help you. I can help Tiki. I can help Amy. Come on, I can help.
I don't need no help.
I'm
good.
coming, girl.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Well, I ain't gonna. Well, then who won't Tiki share? I'm going.
I'm not too proud. I'm not too proud. You got Tiki, Carolina.
Oh. The first. What was your first email when you first got online? So, what was the first email name you had ever?
What was my first screen name?
Yeah, screen name, email, screen. No, it was email first before screen names.
On AOL. You got the screen name. What's your email?
Yeah, you had
Yeah.
AOL Messenger.
Oh yeah.
Lady Gambino.
That's fairly 19
Yeah, that's
blue dot. Yeah, that's a fair one. It's not horrible. It's
I don't
about
know.
what I expected.
no. She didn't seem sure. She was like, "Shit, Lady Gambino."
It was. I'm surprised that I even remembered, to be honest.
You better than me because I damn sure don't remember.
Yeah, it was Lady Gambino.
Okay. So just to round this out, Miss Amy, I'm trying to think. Would you rather have an excursion through a rainforest or ascend a mountain, Mount St. Helena or whatever the hell?
Rainforest, rainforest, rainforest.
No, they got big
Okay.
snakes out there.
That's
I'm
okay.
telling you.
That's okay. I don't like the mountains. I don't like them.
Yeah,
I
I'm not
don't.
interested in falling off them or being turned into an ice cube or none of that shit, really.
Mm-mm.
So
They
I'm
got
with you.
mountain lions out there too.
And then
But
yeah,
they
they
got
got.
big ass snakes in the rainforest.
Oh
Well, that was
well,
first call. That was a modified first call, y'all.
Yeah.
And they got angry monkeys.
whoop,
And it ain't being discovered yet. So when
I
it
might
bites
need
you,
to
nobody
rethink this
knows.
thing.
I mean, they both gonna be tough no matter what. I mean, you
Right.
probably got to deal with less going up a mountain than you do in the jungle, but at least your feet on the ground.
And they
Yeah.
ain't finding black people in the mountains.
Right.
No, they're not.
They're not
They're
gonna
not.
expect to see me out there.
Anybody
That
looking,
means if something happened, ain't nobody coming to save you neither.
They're not coming to get me.
you will not have a movie next year, girl.
Yeah,
No.
you are.
Because of your heroism.
So
It'll be the end.
I'm
The end of me.
gonna start this out kind of like we was talking behind the stage. We trying to put an end to this rift between black women and black men, and
Thank
I
you,
just
Jesus.
want to say that I appreciate my mother for myself, of course, but all the things that black women do that they don't get credit for on a daily basis. I was a motherfucker growing up, so thank God that my mother is still here and still of sound mind and sound body.
Amen.
So
Amen.
so I opened the platform to y'all I'll start with you, Tiki. One of your favorite memories of your own, being a mother or from your mother.
I'm gonna just go on record and say something I probably shouldn't say at Mother's Day, but I ain't really been that impressed with parenthood at this point. Oh,
It's a trap.
it is a trap. I just got through yelling at a child right before I hopped on. That's why I was all out of breath. So I'm not really feeling real maternal right now,
I can
but
dig it.
And that's okay.
it's okay. It'll come
It's
tomorrow.
okay.
Better. But I
No,
do love y'all's
it's
mama.
Mother's Day Eve. She got to
It
feel
is
good. It's Mother's Day Eve.
good. I already
I
had a
said
box
I'm
of
good.
wine earlier this afternoon, and so
Did
I
you say
haven't
a
made
box or
a
what?
bottle. A bottle. I
Oh,
do not
okay.
do box wine.
Oh, excuse me. Pardon me.
Yes. But probably one of my favorite memories. You know what? Just baby kisses. Just when they're giving you baby kisses, that is just the best. Like that's not part of the trap. That's what traps you. Baby kisses
Yes,
is,
it is.
once they get past baby kisses and in the morning when they still sleep and then they roll over and they just be like, oh, and just like, oh, I just want to hold you all day. And then when they wake up and start talking, you be like, never mind, I'm good. But
Right.
probably baby kisses is probably the best memory I have as being a mom so far.
All
So
right,
what
you could have
about
started for baby kiss.
Yeah, but what about you towards your mom?
My best memory with my mama,
Yeah.
probably as I've gotten older, just the bond that we've had, especially, she retired when I was pregnant with my last baby. So it was like we just got to experience my whole pregnancy together. And she went to the doctor's appointments with me. And, I ended up coming to Columbia for a while and staying there, while I was pregnant. So, I mean, I just thought that was really cool because we just got to, share that experience together.
Yeah. So Miss Nikki,
Yes.
what's the difference between the way your mom raised you and the way you raised yours?
Oh, well, for me, I think
We can't hear you.
Oh, she didn't pay for that part.
We can't hear you.
can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we
We got you now.
I had a call come in. I didn't know how to do the do not disturb thing, but
You just went on.
so I think the difference between the way I raised my kids and the way my mom raised me, I let my kids have more of a voice. Right. So when I was growing up, it was, do what I say, do. Okay. You couldn't really tell, or I couldn't tell my mother how I felt about certain things. I just had to take it, So for me, I didn't want to have that with my children. So I let them be a little bit more vocal. Okay. Now, as they gotten a little older, I see why my mother was like, shut up. But I didn't want to do that. So the communication is definitely different, So that's the one thing.
That's sturdy. Because yeah, being able to communicate with your mother. Our generation is the last generation of shut up, do what I say, not what I do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like you said, it has its merits.
Yeah.
Miss Amy.
Yes, sir.
Because mothers have a million different things. One of the things that your mother said to you that you swore you would never say to your kids, that you said.
Shut up.
Just live.
Okay.
Just live. I never understood what she meant when she would say that. Now I know.
Right.
Just live. Yep.
So, Miss Tiki, what's the best quality your mom passed down to you?
Oh. I don't know.
Is that a good I don't know or bad I don't know?
Because we have such different personalities. That's why I'm like, I don't know. And our parenting styles are very different. Not to say that she wasn't a good mom or anything like that, or that I'm not a good mom. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
But as long as you know you're a good mom, she was a good mom. That's the only thing that matters, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you here.
Yeah, you here.
Yeah, I made it. You know what? Probably how to survive.
Yes.
Like that's
fair one.
probably the best thing that she taught me was how to survive. And I mean like how to survive various situations when people feel like, oh, they have broken you, like situations feel dire, just how to survive. And I can go off on a whole nother tangent on that, and it'll blow the show out. But that's probably is how to survive. And I feel like every day when I'm in survival mode every single day. And two, that is probably the main thing. And then I'm teaching my children. I have 2 little girls, is how to survive in this world, because once you leave these doors, the world is waiting to devour you. So I teach them every single day, you have earned your place at the table. You deserve to be here like everybody else, and you need to fight to stay here.
I know that's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's deep right there. I like that though.
Yeah.
I want everybody to answer the question, and it's kind of in the same vein as Miss Amy, but like just live. Because I grew up on just hearing these crazy one-liners. I got mine is one of mine. I'm gonna take that off the board. You got to get yours. But what were the ones that you heard the most? And we'll start with Miss Nikki. What things did your mother repeat over and over and over that just kind of after a while you was like, okay, I get it.
Well, I don't know why this keeps playing in my head, but she will always say, either shit or get off the pot.
Yeah.
Either shit or get off the pot. Okay. Which basically means either you gonna do it or move out the way.
Yeah.
And that's how I kind of approach things. Either I'm gonna do it or I'm not. I'm not gonna play with it. And then I don't want nobody playing with me either. Like either you in or out, either you gonna do it or you're not. Either you gonna
decisive
shit off the
on
pot.
your shit.
Right.
On your shit.
But that's what stuck out to me. I heard that all the time. All the time. She said it to me. She said it to my brother. She said it to her friends. She said it to family. You either gonna shit or get off the pot. You gonna either get out my way or just come on. Which what we doing? She was no nonsense.
I know that's right. Miss Amy, you said just live. What's one B to just live?
My mother would always say, y'all are blessed and y'all don't even know it.
I heard that one.
And truly, I didn't really get it until I was well into adulthood and had become a parent.
Mhm.
You know, growing up, I just thought everybody, was good because life was good. We always saw our family members, and every time we were together, it was a good time. You know, and so I never really paid attention to what we didn't have.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
of course, they were the ones making it happen, her and daddy, and so I guess they felt like we were taking it for granted.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Most kids do.
Absolutely. Tiki, what your mom said on repeat.
You better make sure you can take care of yourself because ain't nobody else gonna do it.
Mhm.
That's factual.
So way before Chris Brown was out here telling us that these hoes were loyal, my mama.
Kiki Mama was on it.
She been knew they was iffy and they wasn't loyal. She been knew it.
Right, right. She knew.
So she been telling me, make sure you can take care of yourself. It don't matter how much they love you today, how much they so in love with you, how don't nobody else in the world compare to you. But as soon as that next one come along, you are over with. So you better make sure you can take care of yourself.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
know that's right.
So when was, I guess this is for all y'all. When was that moment after birth that you cried and realized what you did as far as bringing another life in? Like, how did you
Mm.
feel? Whoever want to start first, I guess we'll go the opposite way. So we'll go Tiki, Amy, then Nikki.
You literally start every question with me, dude.
All right, all right, we'll go. All right, Amy, we'll go Amy, Nikki, then Tiki. How about that?
I think
I got one strong eye, and it's to the left, the left eye. Yep.
I cannot.
so. For me, my daughter is the one that made me a mother. So she was born the day after Christmas,
Mhm.
and all the family was in town, cousins, aunts, uncles, everybody, and everybody came to the hospital, to see because she's the first grandchild on both sides. And when everybody left the room, I realized I gotta do this. Like, di- I'm. It's not just me in this world anymore. I have to do this. I have to take care of this child and keep her alive and thriving. So I really suffered with postpartum depression after that. I mean, it was just a lot. It was overwhelming.
So how long did it take you to get? Because that is something that a lot of women deal with, of course,
I
and
ain't
it
got it.
varies. You what?
Listen, I ain't
You
got
got
it.
grown children.
And my baby is in college.
Lord.
Hey,
I
hey,
ain't
hey,
got
man,
it
you got to acknowledge it
because
first.
because here's the thing. You parent different. They're different when they're little. Like, you have control. You tell them what they're going to do, and once they're grown, if I text and I don't get a text back, if I call, if they don't answer, if something happens, I'm just all over the place. So I
Right.
ain't got it. I ain't ashamed to say I ain't got it.
Well, that's
I ain't
cool
mad
because
at that.
you're a black mother, so black mothers have something a little bit different to worry about.
And it's really hard being the mother of black males.
Yeah.
I'm constantly on edge, So especially being that they're in Florida. Well, one is in Florida, but so
All right,
Yeah.
Miss Nikki.
What was the question?
God dog it. You got your notebook and all. You ain't take no notes. What was
I,
what
I,
was what
I
was
was
the moment?
okay.
What was the moment after birth that you realized what you did as far as creating life and that moment? How did you feel
Um,
after birth? Now,
after birth, okay, because I was gonna go back to before birth, but yeah. With my first, the first is always special. So with my son, he's my firstborn. It was special from conception. Like, I knew I was pregnant. I knew I was having a boy. I knew all this. That's another conversation. But throughout my pregnancy, everything was just perfect. Everything was perfect. Um, throughout my labor, everything was perfect. You know, I was so calm that the doctors thought they had given me an epidural. I'm like, no, I didn't have no epidural. They're like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. But you know, once he was born, you know, it happened in the delivery room. Like my sister was there. My sister's, you know, fiance at the time was there. My son's father was there. My cousin was there, and it was only supposed to be 2 people in the delivery room, but they allowed like all these people to come in because I was so calm. They were like, yeah, let everybody in. So it was like literally a celebration the moment he came out. Like, you know, they were taking pictures and, you know, my legs wide open. Everybody's taking pictures, everything. It was crazy. It was like a party, like for real.
No,
And
that's not a party. That's not a
it was
party.
a party. It was a party. We were celebrating. And when he came out, you know, it was just like, here's Nicholas. Like, you here, you know, and he's looking around like, yeah, I'm here. So what we gonna do? And I'm like, baby, we gonna do this. We gonna do this. So I mean, it was a special moment right there in the delivery room. My firstborn. Now my second one, that's another story. But yeah.
That second one do you in.
Oh,
That second one.
I'm trying to go back. Can you put her
A
back
no limit soldier.
in the time?
That's crazy.
If that second one came first, it would have been no more.
No more. That's it.
My
You
daughter
done.
been
You ain't
born,
doing this no more.
my son would have never made it here.
God,
That is crazy.
Y'all, all right, Miss Tiki, it's on you now.
Probably for me. So my baby was born just a little bit early, and she hung out in NICU for about a week before I could take her home. And I just remember one day sitting in NICU with her, and she had all the little tubes, and she was a tiny little thing. She was 5 pounds exactly when she was born. And I just remember telling her, hey, it is just me and you now. Because I had already divorced her father. By the time we found out that I was pregnant, we had already started divorce proceedings. So that was a wrap. And I just remember telling her, hey, it's just me and you now, little girl, and we got to get it. Yeah. And it was like, that was the moment for me where I knew, okay, like it just got real. Somebody else, you know, with 10 little fingers, 10 little toes is looking at me, and she like, you know, I can't even regulate my own body temperature. So, you know, I ain't here for it.
She got baby Nick. She can't hold up her head yet.
You know? It was like, all right. And ever since then, like she is my ride or die. She be like, all right, get it.
Yeah.
That's what's happening. Yeah. I was gonna put everybody on the spot and ask the, do you have a favorite child? But this is what I'll do.
Don't do that.
This is recorded. No. Live.
Everybody has a favorite child. Is my point.
Well, just ask which one's the worst. Just say which one's the worst.
No. If you got to use one word to describe your children, you don't have to say, you don't have to distinguish. One word to describe each of your children. Miss Nikki.
Can you come back to me?
See,
y'all gonna stop fanning these questions.
Yeah, either you gonna shit or get up. That's what you said, right? Either shit or you gonna shit or get off the pot. Get off the pot.
I'm off the pot.
Go ahead, Tiki.
Mine are rotten. That's just it. Like I have this conversation with them all the time, and we talked about this. Like we have to nurture and love our children. If we don't put them on the pedestal, nobody else is. The problem is in the quest to give them the best of everything, they got first world problems. They don't appreciate anything. It don't make no sense that, I'm out here busting my butt to make sure, both of them, they're in private school. Like I try to make sure they get whatever they need, everything they need and most of what they want. But they are rotten because they expect these types of things. They don't understand. Wait till I get paid before they don't understand nothing about it. These children don't understand going to the store or budgeting. They just be like, hey, can you order this and have it delivered to the house? My 4-year-old wanted something on TV, and Nana told her, no, we're not spending the money on that. And she came up here and got a credit card out my wallet and took it to Nana and said, here you go, now you can buy it.
Yeah.
They rotten. They don't understand. No, hold on. This is a generation of now. We want it now, and that's how. Yeah, they feel like they ought to be, that they are entitled. They don't know that they some poor black kids. But
Okay. Let's be real. Let's be real about it now.
but they just feel like, oh, the internet's out. All right,
Yeah.
my
I had that last
family
week.
got charged. Okay. Like, these ain't my problems. So they don't even understand that they have
Technically, they
personal
are.
problems.
They are your problems.
They
They
got,
are your problems.
oh, your tablet ain't charged. That is not my problem. Charge it yourself.
Okay. So I'm taking rotten. I still need two individual things. One for your oldest, a description of your oldest, and a description of your youngest.
Okay.
So my oldest is a thinker.
Okay.
She gonna think things through. But that little one I got, that's a straight savage. And I mean it in the best way. I mean it in the worst way. She a savage, no doubt. She the sweetest kid ever. But that's a savage right there.
She get it from her mama.
She do.
Hey.
Miss Amy.
Okay, so I have three. The daughter is mini me, and she is strong-willed.
Don't be nice.
Hmm?
Nothing.
She is strong-willed. She's a boss. Like she was my little sidekick. Like she said, like her dad and I were married but separated and on the way to a divorce when she was born. And so I think I started her off, you know, like you were saying, is you gotta be able to get it for yourself. Don't wait for nobody else to come and bring it to you because it may not come. And so she's carried that on through life. And so strong will, independent. The second one, unfiltered. He has no filter. He has always been that way since day one, like since he started talking. He was the one you hold close to you, where you could kind of pop him in their mouth. And then the baby is no, he's not a baby. The young man is the baby, the youngest. That's Mr. Professor. He's highly intelligent, gifted, and quiet. He's very quiet. He is a man of very few words. He only speaks when he has to. So
That's dope. That's dope. We tracking Miss Nikki. We ready?
Oh yeah. I was I'm ready.
She said, I was ready the whole time. But you wasn't. Okay.
Oh, I got ready. I'm on the pot now.
All right.
One child I would describe as powerful, and one child I will describe as gifted. Now, my son is my oldest, powerful, and it's so amazing to see him come to his power. He turned 28 this year, and now he is more open to, expressing himself spiritually, right? And to see how he's able to, handle being an adult on a spiritual level. And I'm not talking about religious, I'm talking about a spiritual level. And to see his growth and to see his elevation where he is right now. By the time he gets to 30, 35, 40, he's going to be unstoppable. Unstoppable. Right. I wish I was at his age at 28 where he is right. It's no telling where I would be. So I would describe him as powerful. Now, the youngest, the one I'm trying to rewind, I'm going to describe her as gifted because just like your baby, Amy, she doesn't talk a lot. Okay. But when she speaks, it's worth listening to. Okay.
mm-hmm.
And she got a sharp mouth. I don't know where she get that from.
I mean,
I don't know.
It can't be us.
Okay.
I can tell by your hairstyle, Miss Nikki. Damn.
Never mind. Go ahead.
I had a funny joke behind that, but I leave it alone.
Listen, a little bit could come from me, but that the jury's still out. But she's very gifted. She's very talented, and she just turned 21, and I'm just waiting on her to blossom, because once she realizes the talent that she has and the gifts that she has, it's gonna go from gifted to powerful to unstoppable. So those are the words that I would use to describe my little munchkins.
All right, Miss Nikki, I guess we'll go back because Tiki kept saying I go to her first, so we'll go back the other way. What's the scariest part about motherhood that these young girls don't understand?
The scariest part about motherhood is, listen, once you become a mother, you are solely responsible for a whole nother human being. Okay. And the scariest thing is that you don't know all the answers. We don't have all the answers. We don't know. We figuring it out as we go along. And you want to do the right things. And the truth is, you might not always do the right things, but it's okay. Right? It's really okay. But it's a scary feeling to know that everything that you do, every step that you take, every move that you make, it is directly affecting a whole nother human. And based off of the things that you do, it will directly affect that person as they become an adult. Everything that we do, so we can't turn back. We can't turn back. We can't say, I don't want to do this no more. Once you become a parent, that's who you are. That's a part of who you are. And the scariest part is not knowing how it's going to turn out. It's like you want to have control, but really, we really don't have that much control. We really don't. As parents, we don't have that much control. Like, we can't make them do what we want to do for all the time. We can't. We just have to hope for the best. Like, I hope what I'm giving you helps you to become a better human being. I hope it helps. And we just have to see.
That's what's happening.
Yeah.
One of y'all gonna jump in?
So the question was, what's the scariest thing?
Yeah. Because the reason why I asked that, and I didn't elaborate with Miss Nikki, is because growing up, we always had the grandmother was always around, and now these kids are having families at a whole family at a young age.
And not grandma would say kiss her ass. Grandma
grandma like 44, 45, 42. When we was growing up, grandma was 50s, 60s, settled down. There wasn't no internet. There wasn't no, I'm about to get mine. Some grandmothers are just as young as the people they raise. So what's the scariest part when kids don't understand that you might be by yourself because grandma still got a life?
Yeah.
That's kind of where I was going to, Miss Nikki.
What? Okay, well then let me go back, because that ain't that scary. Once you become a parent, it's your responsibility. You know what I mean? Like, I know for me, my mother, when I had my first child, had my son when I was 28 years old, and my mother was in her 50s. Okay. And my mother, she was, she was jazzy. Okay. My mother was very, very jazzy. She wasn't settled down or anything. She wasn't out in the streets twerking, but at the same time, she would always, like a lot of my friends when I was growing up, a lot of my friends had their kids in high school. Okay. I was 21 when I had my son. So I take that back. I was 28 when I had my daughter. But a lot of my friends were having their kids at 15 and 16 years old. And so my mother made it very clear, okay, very clear to me, you have a baby, this is going to be yours. I'm not babysitting nobody. Don't expect me to babysit nobody. Don't ask me to babysit nobody. And so from her saying that, I was like, I ain't having no kids because I might still want to do X, Y, Z. So for me, it was like a no-brainer. Now, when I had my son at 21, my mother was still like, listen, I ain't babysitting no kids, so don't be expecting me to do X, Y, Z, but I was ready to become a mother, and she still kept my son. But I always knew that she was not going to be that grandmother that was picking up the kids after school and all that stuff. I was ready. I was ready to take on that responsibility. So for me, it wasn't scary. It wasn't scary at all.
All right, Miss Amy.
So for me, the thing that's scariest is the fact that the world doesn't see your children the way you see your children.
That's true.
Okay. You know, for me, I always say, you know, I love my children just as much as the others, but you know, mainly my sons I worry about the most. Black males just don't get the love. They don't. And just that. The world doesn't care about your kids like you care about them.
That's true.
Right.
And another thing is like having children is like having your heart. I read this somewhere on the outside of your body with feet. That's what it feels like, you know. And for me, and I wish that more people, not that I'm right or perfect because I'm far from perfect, but I see my children as a gift to the world. So that's how I parented them from birth. You know, this is my contribution to earth. And so you know, it's hard work. Parenting is not, being a mother is not easy, just like being a father, I'm sure, is not easy. And so yeah, I would say the world does not love your children like you do.
For
It's
sure, for
sad,
sure.
but it's true.
Yeah.
All right, Miss Tiki.
I'm gonna piggyback off on Miss Amy because what she said was real. And I feel I have the same sentiments. I have gifted the world two beautiful black queens. They are princesses now, but I have gifted the world two of them.
Yes.
Here you go, world. And I am making sure that they are raised just right. I'm making sure that they are respectful. I'm making sure that they are strong and that they are smart.
Yeah.
I'm not putting out here no baby mama drama. Like, I'm not doing that. So I have gifted the world these two. And what I would probably want young mothers to understand is that it is not easy and it is not cheap. This is not for the faint at heart.
And
Like,
it ain't fun, and ain't always fun either.
Not always.
most of the time, it ain't fun
It
at
ain't
all.
fun.
It's not fun.
You're gonna be
I
figuring out as you go.
I get no joy in constantly sweeping up cereal for my child that has decided to pack her own snack, but she won't clean up behind herself.
But then
No,
at the same time, you're trying to teach them independent skills. Like, you know,
exactly.
you want them to learn to do that because for me, I remember one of my best friends making fun of me when my baby she was less than one and she was one and she wanted popcorn. And I'm like, okay, I'm not going to keep getting up to do this. So I'm going to teach you how to do these things, you know, a few things on your own. And to this day, my daughter can cook as well as myself and my mom. And so, you know, you got to start early, you know, and don't rush them to, they're not your friend.
Oh,
They're not your friend.
I don't have no applause button or no pew
Yeah.
pew pew.
My
That was
children,
yeah, that
my
was our
children
mom
were not
thing.
my friend until they got into their own homes and was paying their own bills. So, you know, I was friendly and I tried to communicate with them on their level, but I kind of ruled with an iron fist. And
Absolutely.
and it's showing now, you know, because I'm watching them and how they manage life. You know, sometimes I want to jump in there and be like, you know, but I have to stand back and trust that I have given them everything, every tool, every resource that I could have possibly given them to succeed in this mean world.
Absolutely.
This world is extra
It's
mean.
cruel.
So I wanna ask y'all, and I've said this before, and this today was for mothers, black mothers, real mothers. Take it how you want it. So we put black mothers on a pedestal. We got mothers on the pedestal, and we got people that want to be of a female category. If you know what
Oh,
I'm
you
saying.
jumping now.
I am.
Jesus, you jumping.
I am. But I tried to word that correctly. I hope I did good. I'm only about 4 or 5 shots in. I hope I worded.
We don't know
well.
yet. Keep going.
I just want to know the people that categorize themselves to be inside your category. Do they understand what y'all put up with?
No.
How
They
could
would
they?
They
I'm
could
sorry.
never.
Can I take this for y'all?
They could never.
Go
They
ahead.
could never.
They don't.
But go ahead.
They don't, and they
If
can.
you was born with a dick, you cannot tell a woman shit.
They don't understand what we've gone through, and they can never. However, the ones that have chosen to walk that path, they got a different fight.
Yeah.
And they have a different fight, and they have different experiences. Because I know that there are still children out there of whatever age who need a mother figure to help guide them. So if a person that was born with a vagina has failed a child as a mother, but somebody who wants to say, hey, I'm gonna step in and take this role, you know what? You didn't birth them, but if you out there keeping them from causing ruckus on the world, then all right, you can have at it too. I ain't mad at it. Yeah, you didn't birth anybody out your body, you didn't carry anybody in your body, but at least you trying to get somebody to the next level. Because there's a whole lot of out there who ain't trying. And they have pushed a whole bunch of people out their bodies, and they not out here giving a damn about nobody.
Right.
Damn,
That's
what
true.
people?
A whole
What
bunch
is
of
that?
people.
You definitely
Oh,
fix that. 'Cause
It's a whole heap of them out here.
Yeah.
I wanna end this on a lighter note. Just because I understand kids and y'all have a range of ages. When did your kid embarrass you the worst that you will never forget?
Can I go ahead?
Oh, I was gonna say my oldest one told her teacher that I like to wear my purple bra every day to her teacher, and I was thoroughly embarrassed. Shout out that she knew her color. She was like in kindergarten, and the teacher told me. I was like, first of all, I need to go get me some more bras. Second of all,
Girl, wear your purple bra. You want to.
Go ahead, Miss Amy.
Yeah.
So I remember we had been invited to the neighbor's house to watch a movie, Swiss Family Robinson. And at the time, my middle child.
You invited to the schoolhouse? That's
to the neighbor's
movie.
house.
That's schoolhouse movie. Go ahead. That's schoolhouse
And it was very quiet. And when the lion comes from out of the jungle, my son on cue says, well, ain't this about a big... I'm like, I just gathered the children. I was so ashamed because I'm a cusser. I do cuss. And I did cuss with my kids. I was a stay-at-home mom. So I was stressed out. And so I let it rip. But you know, that just goes to say they do what you do. And he had a straight face. It was on point, and he meant what he said.
Every word of it. Ain't this about him?
And he is that person today. That is
That's
who
hilarious.
he is today. Yes.
That's hilarious. That's a good one. So you packed up and left?
I packed them up so fast, and I got out of the people's house. I was so ashamed, y'all. And it was so quiet. It was so quiet. We were into the movie.
And then
nobody laughed, nobody did shit.
Oh, they thought it was hilarious.
Oh,
okay. And the people's houses that we were at was an ER trauma doctor, and his wife was like a trauma nurse, and they just had a little baby. I'm like, well, I know y'all ain't gonna let him play with this child right here, you know. And it's all good. I don't care, you know. I don't care. He said it, but we getting out of here.
So what'd you say to him? You disciplined him? You said something to him?
I was so shocked. I just grabbed him and I just said, thank y'all so much for inviting us. But we Just go ahead and go now.
Oh man,
I love that boy so
Miss
much. I love him. It's just hilarious.
Hilarious.
Miss
I was
Nikki,
so
what you
sorry.
got?
Well, at first I'm like, did they really ever embarrass me? But yeah. So
Yeah.
I was a hairstylist, so my kids spent a lot of time with me at the salon, all right. And then of course my daughter, she spent most of the time with me at the salon. So she was about just a little over 2, okay, just a little over 2. And the salon is a Saturday. The salon is, packed or whatever, and she's in my purse, going in my purse, looking for her little snacks or whatever, okay. And then she pulls out, she pulls out my tampon, okay. And, she holds it up, she's like, "Mommy, you put this in your butt?" And I'm like, Nina, like, girl, put my damn purse down. That was quite embarrassing. That was a little bit.
Wow.
Make
She
the
passed
announcement. She wanted to call me out, like, hey, this is where it goes. Yeah. So.
Hey, she was passing that baton. You remember you said that baton?
Yeah, she really passed it. It was one of them, like, girl, give me that.
That is hilarious.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick. Each of y'all, real quick, as fast as y'all can say, the funniest story in which your mom embarrassed you or you embarrassed your mom, as far as you.
Oh.
Whoever can say it the fastest.
Okay. So I'll go first, right? Because my mother, she had no filter. She was always embarrassing me. But the one time that I remember, okay, that I've been scarred for life, I was in the 6th grade. All right. I was in the 6th grade and I was a roller skater. Okay. I still roller skate to this day. So Tiki, if you need lessons, boo, I got you. Right?
You got good knees, ain't it?
Right, girl, I got you. Everything. I'm telling you, I got you. So I'm at the skate rink and, I had my little skate rink boyfriend, my Saturday Love skate rink boyfriend. His name is David Bradford. Okay.
Yeah,
so,
he sounds like an old nigga.
My mother was like, David Bradford. My mother was like, okay, I'm coming to pick you up at 5 o'clock. You better be outside at 5 o'clock. All right. Where I'm coming in. I didn't believe her for some strange reason. Right. So it's like 5:05. Okay. She could have gave me 10 minutes, y'all. No, at 5:05, she walks into the skating rink, okay? Now, my mother was a skater too, so she knew everybody at the skating rink, DJs and everything. She walks into the skating rink, gets up on the microphone and said, "Nikki Alexandria, you better bring your ass on right now." So, look, okay? Like,
you turned into a puddle, I know.
Man, come on now. And then David looking at me like, dang, that's how your mama handled you. And I'm like, so we broke after that.
Yeah, don't play with mama. She said what she said.
She didn't play.
All right, Tiki, Amy,
really
whichever one.
That was
Okay, so
okay, but look, every time I went to the skate rink, people's like, you better hurry up for your mama.
you better hurry up. You better be ready when your mama get there.
Exactly. Yeah.
So out in the country, everybody knows everybody. Everybody, all the parents are friends. And one of our friends decided that he was going to have a party at his house when his parents was out of town. Well, everybody show up to the party. And then somebody told, one of the parents told. And the phone, like those parents started rolling up. Like, I mean, we were scattering like roaches when the lights come on. And they didn't mind beating you. Like,
no.
You better get your out of this woman's house. What? I'm like, Lord, listening to my brother. Why am I over here? Why am I here? But yeah, that was one of the most embarrassing. But everybody got embarrassed. We was all ashamed. So nobody was more embarrassed than the next one. And it was his fault. He shouldn't have had the party.
Up in the like that.
She said it was his fault. You could have stayed your ass home.
Not that we shouldn't have gone. Not
Yeah.
that we should have had better sense to know we was gonna get the beat down.
Indeed.
All right, Tiki.
All right. I don't know what the statute of limitations is, so hopefully nobody sees this. So I remember being in like elementary school, right? And I found my parents' stash of videos.
What videos?
You know what video?
My parents' stash of videos.
What's doing?
I found them.
Hold
but
on, it was both parents or just one
hold on.
parent? Hold on,
What?
I wanna know, it was both parents or one parent? Like they watching together like a movie?
I don't know. I found the
Popcorn?
stash. I don't know. I found the stash of VHS, so I don't know who was watching them. Anyway, so
Your mom and daddy was nasty, huh?
So I started showing them to the neighborhood kids for like a few
Whoa,
hours.
I didn't charge them, but go ahead.
what you say? What you say?
You just living dangerous.
So I was outside in the backyard playing one day. We were living in Alabama. And my mama came, she went to the bathroom window and she yelled out my whole government name and was like, "Get your ass in this house right now."
So is your mama tape?
Hold
That's
on.
not important.
Stay what? They were my parents' stash. So my friend had told her grandma what I was doing, and her grandma called my mama and told my mama that I was showing the neighborhood they stash of videos and that I was charging.
I
And
know it.
You better get your coin, girl. Get your coin. Get your
So she been a
coin.
hustler. She was hustling the block.
You charging them kids. You was girl.
I was only trying to get some cupsicle money so I can have some change for the cupsicle lady and get me a Rice Krispie treat. I didn't even.
What's the problem with it? Right.
I went thinking big time. I was just thinking, I can get me some cupsicle money.
Right.
That's how it starts.
That's how it starts.
And you wonder why your second one act the way she.
She got it honest. I ain't mad at her. She got it honest.
So what your mama do?
Savage.
When she stopped beating me, what did she do at that point? Because she beat me for a long time. That's why I tell people I ain't got no ass. My mama beat it all in because she beat me for every time she thought about it. My mama was so mad they let the water out my water bed. That's how, like,
You sleep on the frame.
nigga, you gotta sleep on the damn 2x4. I gotta sleep on the plywood and with a vinyl liner.
Baby, that's what you call putting inside outside. You don't do that.
Your mama, she got a smile on her face, man. Your mama be showing all her teeth and all that. She got good dental plan. I ain't never seen your mom look mean.
Dude, my mama come
That's
with
because
it.
she had an active sex life. Shit. You can't be mean when you got an active sex life.
She's a care, like, people who have retired out of the military have literally said that it was tougher going through my mama than it was doing boot camp when they was in the military. That's how tough my mama is.
You know our mom, so you already know.
Yes.
We
I know what y'all working with as well, so I know that we in this boat together. I already know. But yeah, that's probably the most embarrassing thing that I've done to my mother. So I'm just kind of waiting on it to come back around and bite me in my ass.
Make sure you hide your DVDs and USB drive. Switch your password.
It's coming.
Switch your password.
This has been a super amazing show. I'm so thankful to the three of y'all for coming on, sharing your time, but then, giving us a piece of your personal lives and letting us know, it's not easy. It is it's more than a hard job. Like you say, nobody has any idea what they're doing when they have a child. But I know that for most women, it is innate. And that you attach yourself to that kid and you fight and die for that child. And you do your best to raise them with the sense that God gave you. I appreciate y'all for that because, they don't always like to push that narrative. For some reason or another, we just don't take care of our kids like everybody else. And I just really feel like we probably do more for ourselves and the cultures around us than they even want to give us credit for.
That's right.
So kudos to you ladies for being fine, upstanding, beautiful black women. And I
Thank
appreciate
you.
y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Absolutely, man. Look, we have to protect y'all at all costs. Like, and this is my plea to the gentlemen, all the males, black males, white males, males in general. Protect these ladies. These ladies is the nearest thing to God, man. Stop playing. And do y'all have anything that y'all want to say before we get out of here?
I do. I just want to. This is a Mother's Day is very special for me because I donated a kidney to my mom, and she's still with us. And
Oh,
so
Fabulous.
I am so, so very grateful that, the grandkids and my dad and even myself and my siblings, we get to still have her around. I'm just so grateful for that. I'm so grateful.
Absolutely. Anybody else?
I mean, how do we follow up that? We didn't give nobody no organ.
What you mean?
Yeah, she
It
did.
don't have to be that great. I'm
No,
just,
Amy, you supposed to go last with the organ thing. Come on,
Oh
man.
man.
I'm sorry. I thought we
I
were
want to go. I got something to say. You supposed to go last. You knew you had that. Go
Well,
ahead.
maybe nobody else had anything to say.
I'll just say, right, Mother's Day is it's a little bittersweet for me. Being a mother, I love it. But I lost my mother in 2008. Okay. And I still feel her with me every single day. It's not a day that goes by that I don't feel her energy. But I just want people to know that mothers are very special, right? You only get one.
Yeah.
And while they're here, you gotta love on them. You gotta love them. You gotta love on your mothers. And if it's anybody out there that may feel a certain type of way about their mother, because not everybody gets along with their mother. Okay, that's
right.
just. But just know that one day, either you or she is gonna transition. But while they're here, if you have a chance, love on your mother as much as you can. As much as you can. So that's it.
Absolutely.
Miss Tiki.
I mean, the only thing I can come with is, I mean, we really don't know how much of a sacrifice our mothers, have really gone through for us until, you're an adult and you look back. So, yeah, y'all might not always get along, but I can guarantee you, given the situation, given the circumstance, more than likely, your mama did the best thing she could. She did the best she could with what she had to get you to where you are. So whether you in a good situation or a bad situation, that's on you. But I promise you, your mama probably did the best she could. So that's all. I try to just remember that from my mother's perspective, that why didn't she do this? Given her situation, she did the best. And I hope that one day my babies realize the same thing, that given the situation, I am trying to do the best I can every single day.
But it's crazy. I think the kids will see that because I know we don't go through fold albums no more like we used to,
Mhm.
but you can fill up a memory card and keep switching phones. Like you can see it. You got Facebook gives you a reminder every year. You
Mhm.
got Snapchat gives you a reminder every year, like of what you did that day a year prior. I
Mm-hmm.
think kids today do have access to it. They just don't sit down as a group and look through a photo book, but they do individually see it more often than we did, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
We would do it when people come over, when family come in town. You go through the photo. Remember you with this big with this shirt on. But now with the way the internet work, one of the advantages of the internet is they keep you updated with old posts. Um, my thing is, my mom, she everything. That's it. But I just wanted y'all, not y'all, but I got a partner who lost. He lost his wife and he lost his wife.
Mother's Day.
Yeah, this is his first Mother's Day without his wife. His daughter turned 1, and he lost his wife like a month after she turned 1.
Oh.
They was married
2 years.
2 years. They was married 2 years. Every day I try to. I ain't gonna say I try to check on them. It's one of the things where you kind of give somebody their space.
Yeah.
But like days like this, I know it's hard, and it's hard for me as we not biological brother. Me and my brother are actually biological brother, but that's like my brother. We've been together since 95, 96. But it's just like days like this to be appreciative. But then you got people close to you that are going through shit like this also at the same time. Like, I feel bad for him because he's a good dude. His wife, she was a great mother to her oldest, and he came in and played stepfather. But to lose your wife, his daughter took her first steps a week after the burial. Yeah, and it's hard talking to him. But days like this is just appreciative to women to give life. Like, I think if he didn't have that, he probably would give up. But the fact that they came together and had a child, I think that's what's keeping them fighting to go on. And for mothers, I just appreciate having that power. That's
divine power.
Yeah, that's a serious power to create something inside you, to give and allow somebody else to take pride in. Yeah. Like, a lot of times women don't want to do that. A lot of times women have to do that. And then there's times where women try and they can't. I know, regardless to whatever y'all going through, the trials and tribulations, in the end, to me, it seems like all three of y'all feel like y'all understand the advantage of what y'all have of that power. And I just applaud all y'all. And I just want to give my homeboy a shout out.
And also, just I want to applaud Nikki and Tiki, and we when we're raising children, we're growing up too. We're growing up with our children. We're learning as we go.
Yeah.
And like Nikki said, we make mistakes, and just we have to consider generational trauma that still lives in our DNA. And we do the best that we can, and we make mistakes. You're gonna make mistakes. But I just applaud you ladies. You all are fine mothers. I really enjoyed this.
You're beautiful.
This was awesome, man. And like I said, I want to give everybody a hand. Hey mama, if you tuning in, I love you. There's no telling where I would be without you, cuz I always think of Pookie from New Jack City, just cuz she had that divine power. She literally stopped me without stopping me. Even to this day, when I get ready to do some shit that is probably a little sketchy, I can hear Brenda. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. She had that Thor hammer. When Thor brought the lightning, my mama brought that lightning.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a good mama.
Yes.
And that's what I'm saying. It's that's the best way I can describe it, is mothers that are intent to take on the responsibility of motherhood have a divine power, man. And you should wield it with responsibility. You know what I'm saying? But this is the Bottom of the Bottle Show. We thank y'all for tuning in. This is a special edition for mothers and Black mothers exclusively. I'm not even scared to say that. We got to protect y'all and be better about that. So if you look like me, if you a dude, go hug somebody that represented your mother, man, if you don't have one of your own. And for the ones that are not here, rest in paradise. We love y'all. Good night.
Good night.
Hi.
Happy Mother's Day.